welcome to Neuqua Connection. I'm your host, Kaylee Donahue, and today I'm joined with John Donahue. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So the first thing I want to ask is, what's your current job?
So currently I'm starting up a produce distribution sales company.
And how did you get into that?
Well, it's been a couple years in the making. My partner, who is my brother-in-law, has been in the produce business for his whole entire life. His father's been in it, and he grew up in it, and he currently works there. And there's a problem with the market where they have a lot of overstock, and there's nothing to do with it because it's too small of quantities to sell to big chain stores, and they eventually just dispose of it. So we're trying to take that product and bring it to the end user ourselves.
And working with like family or brother-in-law, does that ever get tough?
It does get tough, yes. There's times where I have other partners involved that aren't family, so they sometimes don't know how to talk to, or if me and John are having butting heads on something, that's my partner John. They don't know if they should step in as partners or kind of step back because we're family. So it does get a little tough, but we know each other well, so that's just how it works with us.
Mm-hmm. And so it's pretty easy to like get over those disagreements?
Yeah. It's we're gonna talk about this later. We both cool off, or we both think things through, and if we have differences of opinion, we kind of come to an agreement, or say, you know what, I thought about it, John, and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'd be like, you know what, I think we can make your idea work.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like nothing happened.
And how is the market? Is it super competitive? I know there's like overstock, but I also don't hear about a lot of people in the produce business.
It's very competitive. The Chicago stock market is very competitive. There's a building with over 40 companies doing the same thing you're doing, but at the same time, people help each other out, because if they absolutely need something for their customer and you have it and they don't, you're going to want to help them out, because in return, if you're looking for something that your customer's short on and they have it and you don't, they'll help you out. Mm-hmm. So friendships go a long way, even though it's a competitive market.
Yeah. And where do you go to like sell your produce?
So right now we have a contract with Menards, so we set up at Menards outside in their parking lot. That's what we do on the weekends. During the week, we have routes where we deliver fresh produce to restaurants and grocery stores across the Chicagoland area.
Mm-hmm. And those friendships that you make, do you see them like at the same Menards? You see them every weekend or just like once in a while?
Like the competitors?
Yeah.
No, you only see them when you're buying produce on the market. Mm-hmm. You don't see them in the spots where you're selling.
Yeah. And how did you expect to come into this business, or was it kind of a shock?
No, it kind of just fell in my lap just from talking to my brother-in-law about it a lot, and he was always saying, I got to figure something out, what to do with this overstock. And we kind of brainstormed, and we were talking about it for almost 2 years, and there was a store in Plainfield called Peter Ruby's, and they kind of did the same thing we're doing, but at a grocery store. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about that idea, but not tied down to a schedule of Monday through Sunday from open to close. Kind of like we set our own hours and we set our own time, and we bring the market to places and people come to us instead of us being at one spot where everyone expects us to be there every day.
Mm-hmm. And did it take 2 years because it was a process, or because you guys were just like on the fence about it?
We were on the fence about it. It could have started up sooner, but I was at a point in my life where I was thinking about doing something else other than my other business, and I wanted something recession-proof. And I was looking into like the beauty industry with esthetician franchise, but I just felt that fruits and vegetables will always have a place no matter the economy. So that's why I chose to go down that path.
Yeah. And out of all the produce you sell, which seems to sell the best?
I would say strawberries. When we have good strawberries and for a good price, I mean, that sells really well. And, you know, everyone likes strawberries, but I would say the item that shocked me the most that sells a lot is corn. If we have corn, it'll be gone within 2 hours wherever we set up.
And have you seen like a big range in prices, or does everybody usually stay around the same level?
Like my competitors or myself?
Yeah, your competitors.
Well, it's different because I really don't have many competitors in what I do. My prices are very low because I get the produce at very low cost. So there's not too much competition, but our goal was to offer great produce at great prices to consumers with overstock. So there's not too many people that do this business. In fact, when we go to the market to buy from all these suppliers, they thank us for making their job easier as they sell us their produce at very cheap prices.
Yeah. And so is there a certain group of people that seems to be like your biggest customers?
I would say age group, yes. I would say people in their 30s, 40s, and above seem to buy a lot of stuff, opposed to people that are younger might, you know, if we have Honeycrisp apples, they might buy a handful of those. Or if we have like some exotic oranges like blood oranges or Cara Cara oranges, they might take a few of those. But I would say the people that seem to be in the 30s, 40s and older, they would grab a variety of everything because, you know, they do a lot of shopping and they can see the value in what we offer.
So it's usually like people going grocery shopping, not like businesses or groups?
Yeah, well, businesses are different because we deliver to businesses. When we have great stuff at low prices, businesses will buy as many as they can. But that's just different from the consumer level of people walking up to our stand and buying.
Yeah. And do you ever think about going into something else, or this just feels like it feels right?
I really want to go all in with this. I feel like this business is recession proof, like I said, and it's very scalable. And I don't see this being something that will die down. And I feel that this is something I'd like to grow and expand and have for a long time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Kaylee Donahue. This is my guest, John Donahue, and this is Neuqua Connection.
Thank you.